Alright, here we are with my Aggretsuko makeup thing, tutorial, who knows. Anyway, so first I put on some freaking moisturizer because I am old and you need moisturizer. Next I applied Elf's Acne Primer. I almost called it baby batter. What's wrong with me? Anyway, so yeah, put that on my face and then you blend it out. Yay, stuff. Next thing is that I put on some concealer. I later realized I didn't need to do any of that because all the spots I put concealer on were then later covered by black and white paint. And so, yeah, here's an extra step you don't need to fucking do. So, yeah, then I take like an eyeliner and just drawing the general shapes of whatever the eye design is, the panda mouth, the fucking fur thing, just draw all your bits and pieces. I mean, granted, I didn't probably most likely didn't need to do this outline thing before I started, but fuck it, right? Better safe than pregnant or whatever. Alright, next is another step that I also didn't need to do. I fucking put on some fucking foundation around the edges of my face. Edges of my face that are not the discolored parts. The parts where even if I didn't put on foundation, once all the corpse paint went on my face, you would not have noticed. That would not have been the focal point. Why did I do this? Why did I put on all this extra makeup when I didn't need to? It's called being tired and stupid and not planning ahead of time. Anyway, I'm a professional artist. I truly am. I am a professional. Next, I put on Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite things in my makeup kit. Next, I use Trixie Mattel's black gel eyeliner to draw around. I ordered this and the white eyeliner and her black lipstick, not expecting it for to come in time for Comic Con. I bought this stuff really just for myself, not really for the Aggretsuko thing. And it came in time, and I was like, "Fuck it, let me bring it, to Comic Con." So here I am, just drawing in all the fun lines. Get the cute little nose going. And then we just fill it in. We fucking fill it in. Since it is like gel, it ends up drying and then, kind of being completely smudge proof on its own, which is great, especially for something, you know, like very large surface like this. You don't want to actually like hit your face and it just fucked up your entire design. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Next, I actually used her white gel eyeliner to do like just this little bit of white underneath my eye. The Mayron like face stick thing. I used this for my American Werewolf costume. I used it, in part with my Ursula one. This stuff is definitely a lot more opaque. I only had to do, I think, 2 layers at max, 3 for little, like, extra little touch ups here, but, nothing too crazy. And so for the Mayron, you can see I just swiped it on the white, and then I blended out with a brush, and then with the same brush, I just added additional few layers, made it a little bit more concise, straighten up the lines. Next is drawing like the white fur lines. This one was a little bit harder because it had to be like super precise. Now looking at it, I probably should have blocked my eyebrows. Um, because I don't really have much eyebrows, so I don't think like anyone can see them because I not normally when I go out I draw in my eyebrows. But then afterwards I realized I was like, oh, you could see my eyebrows. I probably should have blocked them, but it's not, a big deal. No one else noticed it. No one's like, hey, you've got eyebrows. Like no one was like, no one gave a shit. They were just like, oh, hey, you're a Gretsuko. Anyway, so next I took some powder and powdered all over the cream makeup because if I didn't, it would not have set and I would have looked like a grease ball. So for the black, I did end up using some black eyeshadow to kind of fill in any little sparse spots. Not much, again, because her black gel eyeliner is actually like pretty good. But again, I'm insane, so I was like, nah, this needs to be like the blackest, most metal color ever. I mean, it works because again, this is a Gretsuko and it is pretty fucking metal, you know. All right, so next thing, I took whatever this color from Urban Decay is. I've used it with my Job of the Hut as well, and so I put this in for, you know, just like the, I guess you would call it the panda lines, the red panda lines. I don't know, the face lines. So yeah, I think once I got to this point, I was like, oh yeah, this shit is coming together. I look fucking awesome. Oh, yeah, so then I used you know, some sparkly highlight powder and I think gold or something. I think that's the same one I used to highlight when I did my rogue makeup as well. Yeah, so then I made a stencil for the Rage kanji, and then I then just filled in the singular line that I couldn't cut out. Thank God I made a stencil because I couldn't imagine me trying to write that backwards. You know, especially after doing all that makeup, and if I would have fucked up, I'd been like, "All right, we're packing it up. We're not doing it today." Yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is the Trix Mattel black lipstick. I think it's called Creature or Feature, whatever. Um, yeah, the lipstick's actually pretty good. It's not like normal, like I guess you would say like cream whip lipstick. It's kind of like Fenty lipstick, where it feels more like a ink, you know, like it feels kind of oily in a sense, like an oil slick ink, and then you paint it on, and but it does dry really well, really matte, and it stays on again, just like the Fenty stuff. And then there I am. I am a red panda. Yay! This was a lot of fun to do. I made, like I said, I styled the wig myself. I made the costume. The only thing I didn't make was the dress shirt, but everything else was made by me. Yeah, so that's me as a Gretsuko. And I went around screaming in people's faces. Didn't catch any video of it because I'm a moron. Anyway, bye!